Welcome, adventurer, to the world of Albion. My name is Daemabus, and I will be your guide. Here, you are what you wear. The armor on your back, the weapon in your hand. These define your role. There are no classes, only choices. Your journey begins on the royal continent. It is a land of opportunity, but also of danger. Here you will learn to gather resources, craft your own gear, and fight your first battles. Let's start with the basics. See these trees? They provide wood. And these rocks? They hold ore. Gathering is the first step to power. The tools you use will determine what you can gather. With your gathered resources, you can craft equipment at a city's crafting station. A warrior's sword, a hunter's bow, or a mage's staff. The choice is yours. The Destiny Board is your guide to progression. Every action you take, from gathering to crafting to fighting, unlocks new abilities and options. It is a web of possibilities, and you choose your path. Now, for combat. Every weapon has its own set of skills. Experiment with different weapons to find a playstyle that suits you. Remember, a skilled fighter with simple gear can defeat a novice with the finest armor. The world of Albion is divided into zones of different colors: blue, yellow, red, and black. Blue and yellow zones are relatively safe, but in red and black zones, other players can attack you and take your gear. High risk, high reward. You don't have to face these dangers alone. Join a guild, a group of players who work together. A guild can provide protection, resources, and friendship. The economy of Albion is entirely player-driven. Every item you see was crafted by a player. You can buy and sell goods at the marketplace, becoming a wealthy merchant if you have a keen eye for business. This is just the beginning of your adventure, brave traveler. In our next guide, we will delve deeper into the world of Albion, exploring dungeons, factions, and the treacherous outlands. Until then, forge your destiny. Welcome back, adventurer. Last time, we glimpsed the Destiny Board. Today, we delve into its depths, for it is the map to your true potential and the key to unlocking the power hidden within you. Every tree you chop, every beast you slay, every item you craft, they all grant you fame. Think of fame as the light that illuminates your path on this great web, pushing back the darkness and revealing your potential. At the heart of the board is the adventurer's path. As you gain fame, you will progress along it, unlocking the ability to use higher tiers of gear. This path is the trunk from which all other branches of your destiny grow. From this trunk, 3 great limbs emerge: combat, gathering, and crafting. To master the sword, you must wield it. To become a master miner, you must break countless rocks. Your actions, and your actions alone, dictate your specialty. Let us look closer at the path of combat. Do you prefer the mighty axe, the swift bow, or the arcane staff? Using a specific weapon type will grant you fame for that weapon, unlocking powerful new skills and the ability to wield masterwork versions. The same is true for your armor. Wearing leather armor will make you a master of stealth and speed. Plate armor will turn you into an unstoppable bastion. Your armor choices further define your role on the battlefield, shaping you into a specific kind of warrior. The path to mastery is long, but you will earn learning points over time. These can be used to quicken your progress on the Destiny Board, allowing you to master your chosen skills more rapidly. Use them wisely, for they are precious. As you progress, you will unlock mastery nodes. These provide a passive bonus to all items of a certain type. For example, Axe Mastery will make you better with all axes. Specializing in a single axe, like the Great Axe, will make you a true terror with that specific weapon. Do not fear making the wrong choice. The beauty of Albion is its flexibility. If you tire of the sword, you can pick up a staff and begin a new path. The destiny board is vast, and you have a lifetime to explore its every corner. Now you understand how to shape your destiny, adventurer. Go forth, earn fame, and become the hero you wish to be. Next time, we will discuss the factions vying for control of the royal continent. Until then, your path awaits. Welcome, adventurer. You have begun to walk your path on the destiny board, but your journey is not a solitary one. The royal continent is a land of conflict, where great cities vie for power and influence. It is time to choose a side and fight for a cause. 5 great cities command the loyalty of their citizens: Martlock in the highlands, Lyndhurst in the forests, Fort Sterling in the mountains, Thetford in the swamps, and Bridgewatch in the steppes. Each has its own culture, its own ideals, and its own rewards for the faithful. To pledge your allegiance, you must travel to one of these great cities and speak with the faction enlistment officer. They will welcome you into their ranks and set you upon the path of a faction soldier. Your choice is not permanent, but changing your allegiance is not without consequence. Once enlisted, you can flag up for your faction. This marks you as a combatant, ready to fight for your city's glory. Venture into the lands of your rivals, for their outposts are ripe for the taking. Capturing these points will expand your faction's control and earn you valuable faction points. For every victory, you will be rewarded with faction points. This is the currency of loyalty. Return to your home city and trade these points for powerful items, rare resources found only in the heart of the city, or even faction-specific mounts to carry you into battle. Be vigilant. A red sun sometimes rises to signal the bandit assault. During this time, all factions are called to defend their territories from a common foe, while also clashing with each other in a grand battle for supremacy. The rewards for bravery during this event are immense. Your loyalty can earn you a unique companion. Each city breeds a mount perfectly suited to its domain. The swift Martlock horse, the sturdy Lyndhurst boar, the resilient Fort Sterling winter bear. These are but a few of the powerful beasts you can earn. But be warned, this path is fraught with peril. When you are flagged, you are a target. Any soldier from a rival city can and will try to strike you down. In the most dangerous zones, defeat means the loss of all your carried possessions. The faction war is but a training ground for the greater conflicts that rage in the lawless outlands. The skills you learn, the alliances you forge, and the courage you find here will serve you well in the unforgiving black zones that lie beyond. Whether you fight for riches, for glory, or simply for a place to call home, the factions of Albion offer a cause to champion. Choose your city, raise your banner, and let your legend be written in the annals of war. Welcome back, adventurer. The world of Albion is built upon the resources of the land. From the sturdy trees to the rich ore veins, gathering is the foundation of all crafting and wealth. Let us explore the bounty that nature provides. There are 5 primary resources you will seek: wood from the forests, ore from the mountains, fiber from the swamps and steppes, stone from the highlands, and hide from the creatures that roam the land. Each requires a specific tool and a keen eye. To harvest these gifts, you must wield the proper tool. A lumberjack's axe for wood, a miner's pickaxe for ore, a skinner's knife for hide, a quarrier's stone hammer for stone, and a botanist's sickle for fiber. Your first tools will be crude, but as you practice, you'll unlock the ability to craft and wield more efficient, higher-tier tools. Let us begin with wood in the forests of Lyndhurst. Your journey starts with Tier 2 chestnut. As your lumberjack skill on the destiny board grows, you will unlock the ability to chop Tier 3 birch and then Tier 4 pine. Wield your axe and fell these mighty trees. For ore, travel to the mountains near Fort Sterling. With your novice's pickaxe, you can mine Tier 2 copper. Soon you'll progress to Tier 3 tin, and then Tier 4 iron, each requiring a higher skill and a better pickaxe. Higher tier ores are hidden deeper, in zones where danger is a constant companion. The wetlands of Thetford are teeming with life, including the fibrous plants needed for cloth. Start by gathering Tier 2 cotton with your sickle. Your skill will quickly grow, allowing you to harvest Tier 3 flax, and later, the valuable Tier 4 hemp, guarded by fearsome creatures. The rugged highlands around Martlock are the best place to find stone. Your stone hammer will first break apart Tier 2 limestone. With practice, you'll be quarrying Tier 3 sandstone and then the sturdy Tier 4 travertine. The strongest granite can only be found in the highest, most contested peaks. Unlike other resources, hides are gathered from the creatures of Albion. Begin by skinning Tier 2 creatures for rugged hide. As you grow stronger, you will hunt Tier 3 creatures for thin hide and Tier 4 beasts for medium hide. The tier of the creature determines the tier of the hide you can claim. As you venture into more dangerous zones, yellow, red, and black, you will find enchanted resources. They glow with an inner light and are far more potent than their mundane counterparts. Remember the fundamental rule of gathering. To harvest a Tier 4 resource, you must be a Tier 4 gatherer and use at least a Tier 4 tool. The path of the gatherer is one of patience, risk, and great reward. The resources you collect will fuel the forges of war, supply the markets, and build the very foundations of Albion's cities. Go forth, and may your bags always be full.
In Albion Online, the royal cities and their surrounding biomes are the primary source for resources. Each of the 5 royal cities is located in a biome that has an abundance of 3 specific resources. The city also has a refining bonus for a specific resource, making it an ideal trading hub. Here is a list of the cities and the resources found in their biomes. Thetford, swamp. Primary resource fiber, secondary resource wood, tertiary resource hide, refining bonus fiber. Limhurst, forest. Primary resource wood, secondary resource hide, tertiary resource stone, refining bonus fiber. This can be a point of confusion. While the surrounding biome has wood, the city's refining bonus is for fiber. Fort Sterling, mountain. Primary resource ore, secondary resource stone, tertiary resource fiber, refining bonus wood. Again, the refining bonus differs from the primary resource. Bridgewatch, steppe. Primary resource hide, secondary resource fiber, tertiary resource ore, refining bonus stone. Martlock, highlands. Primary resource stone, secondary resource ore, tertiary resource wood, refining bonus hide. Caerleon, center of the royal continent. Caerleon is a central hub and unique among the royal cities. While it is surrounded by all biomes and previously offered access to the Outlands via portals, its function has changed over time. It does not have a specific gathering bonus for local resources like the other cities, but it remains a key market center. Brasilian, the Mists. Brasilian is a city found in the Mists, an endgame zone. It is a hub for high-tier content and does not follow the same biome-based resource distribution as the cities on the royal continent. Sorry about that, but somehow my data became mixed up in the structuring of this guide, so that was the corrected data.
You've returned, ready for the next step. Gathering is but the first half of the journey. Raw materials, while valuable, hold a fraction of the potential of refined goods. It is in the heat of the smelter and the hum of the loom that true wealth is forged. Let us turn your hard-won harvest into coveted resources. Every major city in the royal continents, Limhurst, Bridgewatch, Martlock, Fort Sterling, and Thetford, as well as Caerleon, has the stations you need. Seek out the lumber mill to turn logs into planks, the smelter for ore into bars, the weaver for fiber into cloth, the tanner for hides into leather, and the stonemason for stone into blocks. But where you refine is as important as what you refine. Each city specializes in refining certain resources, offering a, quote, resource return rate. This means you get a percentage of the resources back, stretching your materials further. For example, Fort Sterling excels at refining ore, while Limhurst is the master of wood. Take your rough logs to the lumber mill in Limhurst to get the best return on your wood. The skilled lumberjacks there can turn your chestnut, birch, and pine into sturdy planks with unmatched efficiency. Similarly, the expert masons in Martlock will give you the most stone blocks from your raw stone. For the hides you've gathered, the tanners in Bridgewatch are unparalleled. They will transform your rugged and thin hides into supple leather with minimal waste. The weavers of Thetford, meanwhile, are masters of their craft, producing the finest cloth from the fibers you bring them. The bitter cold of Fort Sterling hides the finest smelters in the land. Bring your copper, tin, and iron here to be forged into gleaming metal bars. And what of Caerleon, the lawless city? It offers a bonus to refining all resources, but the road there is fraught with danger. The risk is great, but so is the reward. Once your goods are refined, it is time to seek your profit at the marketplace. Every major city has one. Here, you can place sell orders for other players to purchase your goods. You set the price, but a wise merchant first studies the local economy. Before you sell, look at the existing buy and sell orders for your item. If you need silver quickly, you can sell directly to a buy order for instant payment. For maximum profit, create a, quote, sell order and set your price just below the current lowest offer. This makes your item the most attractive to buyers. The secret to great wealth is this: refine in the city with the bonus and sell in the city where the price is highest. Wood planks refined in Limhurst might fetch a fortune in the desert city of Bridgewatch, where forests are scarce. Buy a transport ox, load your goods, but be wary of bandits on the road. You now understand the cycle. Gather the raw, refine for a bonus, and transport to sell for a profit. This is the foundation of Albion's economy. Master this, and you will never want for silver. Go now, merchant, and build your fortune.
Sorry about that, but somehow my data became mixed up in the structuring of this guide again. So here is the corrected. I swear the forces of evil are trying to ruin anything good that I try to make. Here is a breakdown of each city and its refining bonus. Fort Sterling, plus 40% bonus for refining wood. Limhurst, plus 40% bonus for refining fiber. Thetford, plus 40% bonus for refining ore. Martlock, plus 40% bonus for refining hide. Bridgewatch, plus 40% bonus for refining stone.
You have refined the wild's bounty into orderly stacks of planks and bars. But these are mere ingredients, the potential for greatness yet unrealized. Now we move from refiner to creator. We will take these humble materials and forge them into the tools of adventure, the armor that protects, the weapons that defend, and the tools that build. This, my friend, is the art of crafting. Each city offers specialized stations for the aspiring artisan. The warrior's forge births plate armor and mighty weapons of war. The hunter's lodge crafts leather gear and bows for the keen-eyed. The mage's tower weaves enchanted robes and staves. And the toolmaker's bench creates the very implements of gathering and crafting. As with refining, your location is key. The cities of the royal continents grant bonuses to crafting specific items, increasing your resource return rate. Limhurst is the premier city for bows, while Martlock's forges are unmatched for axes and hammers. Study the world map, for it shows these specializations. Crafting in the right city is the first step to maximizing your profit. The true secret to an artisan's wealth is the use of crafting focus. This personal reservoir of magical energy, if you are a premium adventurer, can be channeled into your work. Doing so guarantees a significant return of resources, turning a modest profit into a fortune. Never craft an expensive item without it. You can supply your own materials, a noble path of self-sufficiency. Or you can become an industrialist, buying refined resources from the market to fuel your crafting empire. The first path is slow but steady. The second is faster but requires a keen eye on market prices to avoid crafting at a loss. Both paths can lead to immense wealth. Consumables can grant you an edge. A simple salad, purchased from the market or cooked yourself, will temporarily improve your crafting speed and skill. This small boost increases the chance of creating an item of higher quality, from good all the way to a legendary masterpiece, which fetches the highest prices. Do not neglect your bookkeeping. Purchase empty crafting journals and keep them in your inventory as you work. The inspiration from your labor will fill their pages. These filled journals can be given to laborers on your island, who will return a portion of the materials you have used, further boosting your efficiency. While the city markets are reliable, true masters know of the black market in Caerleon. This is not a place where players trade, but where the world itself buys its equipment. The black market pays handsomely for the items needed to arm the creatures lurking in dungeons. Its demands are ever-changing, but the profits can be legendary. Your journey as a crafter will be one of calculation. You must weigh the cost of materials, the bonuses of the city, the use of your focus, and the demands of the market. Buy your materials in one city, transport them to another with a crafting bonus, and sell the finished product in a third where demand is highest. You are no longer just an adventurer. You are an architect of Albion's economy. You create the very tools and armor that fuel the cycle of adventure and conflict. Master this craft, and you will build a legacy of wealth and power, forged not by the sword, but by the hammer and anvil. You have gathered, refined, and crafted. You have tested your might in the wilds, and traded shrewdly in the city markets. But where do you rest your weary head? Where do you build your personal empire? Welcome, friend, to your player island, a sanctuary carved from the world, just for you. Your journey to land ownership begins in any of Albion's great cities. Seek out the island merchant, a purveyor of private real estate. For a modest sum of silver, you can purchase a deed to your very own island, a blank canvas awaiting your grand design. Every empire needs a headquarters. Your first act as landowner should be to construct a house. This is more than a shelter. It is the heart of your island operations, a place to store your treasures in chests, and, most importantly, to house the laborers who will fuel your fortune. An island is a place of cultivation. Here, and only here, can you build farms, herb gardens, and pastures. Till the soil and plant your seeds. These plots will yield the essential ingredients for potent potions and fortifying foods, giving you an edge in your adventures. Beyond crops, your island can support life. Construct a pasture and begin the rewarding work of animal husbandry. Raise chickens for eggs, oxen for transport, or even swift war horses for battle. Tend to them, feed them, and they will serve you well. You need not work alone. Your house can be home to hired laborers. Provide them with a bed and a table, and they will work for you. By giving them filled journals from your crafting and gathering activities, they will, in turn, provide you with a steady stream of refined resources. There is a laborer for every trade. Gamekeepers desire filled skinner's journals, while mercenaries seek the tales of your battles. To maximize your island's output, you must match the right journal to the right laborer. This synergy is the engine of a truly efficient island economy. As you grow, so too can your island. Return to the island merchant in the city, and for a price, you can upgrade your domain. Each upgrade grants you more building plots, allowing for more farms, more houses, and more specialized crafting stations to support your ambitions. Do not forget your allies. While your personal island is your private retreat, a guild island is a communal fortress. Here, as you grow, so too can your island. There is a laborer for every trade. As you grow, do not forget your allies. While your personal island is your private retreat, a guild island is a communal fortress. Here, you and your guildmates can build workshops, store shared resources, and prepare for large-scale battles in the Outlands. Do not forget your allies. While your personal island is your private retreat, a guild island is a communal fortress. Here, you and your guildmates can build workshops, store shared resources, and prepare for large-scale battles in the Outlands. Your island is a reflection of your journey. It is your farm, your factory, your barracks, and your home. It is the foundation upon which your legacy in Albion is built. Cultivate it with care, manage it with wisdom, and this small patch of land will become the center of your world. You have a home, a farm, and a workshop on your island sanctuary. You are self-sufficient, a master of your own small domain. But Albion is a vast and often dangerous world. To truly conquer it, you cannot stand alone. It is time, adventurer, to find your family. It is time to join a guild. A guild is a formal alliance of players, a banner under which you can gather, fight, and grow together. Finding the right one is crucial. Use the Guild Finder tool to search for groups that match your ambitions, be it conquering territories, mastering the markets, or simply exploring the world with friends. Once you find a guild that feels like home, you will be welcomed into their ranks. A guild is more than a nameplate. It is a pact of mutual support. You will contribute your skills and resources, and in return, the guild will offer you protection, opportunity, and camaraderie. One of the greatest assets is the Guild Island. This shared space is far larger than your personal island and can house high-tier crafting stations. These stations are essential for creating the most powerful gear in the game, and as a guild member, you get to use them at a reduced cost. The benefits of community extend to your inventory. Guilds maintain shared chests and armories. Here, you can store materials for communal projects or borrow a set of gear for a specific activity. It is a system built on trust, ensuring every member is equipped for the challenges ahead. Albion's most valuable resources are found in its most dangerous zones. Venturing into these lands alone is a death sentence. With your guildmates, however, you become a formidable force. A coordinated group can gather resources, fend off hostile players, and ensure everyone makes it home safely. Many of Albion's challenges are designed for groups. From 5-man dungeons to elite world bosses, the greatest fame and fortune are found when you work as a team. Guilds constantly organize these fame farms, allowing members to level up their skills far faster than any solo player could. For those who seek glory in battle, guilds are the only path to large-scale warfare. Whether it's claiming a territory in the Outlands, fighting in the Crystal League, or clashing in massive Zerg versus Zerg battles, a guild provides the numbers, strategy, and coordination needed to achieve victory. The pinnacle of a guild's power is a hideout. This is a fully operational base, constructed deep within the unforgiving Outlands. It serves as a bank, marketplace, and safe haven far from the cities. A hideout is a guild's declaration that they are a force to be reckoned with, a true power in Albion. A guild is your army, your support system, and your community. It transforms Albion from a solo adventure into a shared saga of conquest and friendship. Your island may be your home, but your guild is your family. Stand with them, and you will never stand alone. You have seen the power of guilds, the strength that comes from family. But not all paths are walked in lockstep. Some adventurers are lone wolves, carving their own legends in the wilds of Albion. This is the path of the solo player, a journey of ultimate freedom and ultimate responsibility. As a solo player, self-sufficiency is your creed. The safest way to build your fortune is through gathering and crafting. The blue and yellow zones offer abundant resources with minimal risk. Spend time fishing by a quiet river or mining in a peaceful mountain pass. Every stone you quarry, every fish you catch, is a testament to your independence. As a solo player, self-sufficiency is your creed. The safest way to build your fortune is through gathering and crafting. The blue and yellow zones offer abundant resources with minimal risk. Spend time fishing by a quiet river or mining in a peaceful mountain pass. Every stone you quarry, every fish you catch, is a testament to your independence. But a life of peace is not the only option for a lone adventurer. Dotted across the landscape, you will find glowing green portals. These are solo randomized dungeons, instanced encounters scaled for a single champion. Here you will find your primary source of combat fame and fortune, a challenge meant for you and you alone. To conquer these dungeons, your choice of equipment is paramount. You have no allies to heal your wounds or protect your flank. A versatile build is key. Combine offensive power with defensive capabilities and some form of self-healing. Always carry food to regenerate health between fights and potions for emergencies. Preparation is the solo player's greatest ally. The deeper you venture into Albion, the greater the risks. In the red and black zones, the most dangerous predator is not a monster, but other players. These gankers hunt the unwary. To survive, you must become the prey that is never caught. Keep your eyes on the edge of your screen, be wary of player names in the distance, and always have an escape route planned. Your mount is your lifeline. Choose one not just for its carrying capacity, but for its speed and resilience. A fast, swift claw or a sturdy armored horse can mean the difference between a clean getaway and a trip back to the city in your underclothes. Master the art of the quick escape. Your life will depend on it. For a different kind of solo challenge, seek out corrupted dungeons. These sinister, demon-infested lairs are designed for one-on-one player-versus-player combat. Invade another player's dungeon or defend your own. Here you can test your mettle against a fellow lone wolf with great rewards for the victor. It is the ultimate test of solo skill. However, the solo path has its limits. There are challenges you cannot overcome alone: world bosses, large-scale territory battles, and the highest tiers of group dungeons require the coordinated strength of many. The lone wolf cannot conquer a castle or slay a dragon meant for an army. When is it best to be alone? When you wish to set your own pace, to gather, explore, or fight on your own terms. When is it better to be in a group? When the objective is too large for one person to handle, and when you seek the camaraderie and shared glory that only a guild can provide. The path you walk in Albion is your own. You can be a vital part of a mighty guild, a soldier in a great army. Or you can be a solitary wanderer, a master of your own destiny. Neither path is better, they are simply different. Choose the one that calls to you, adventurer, and carve your name into the story of this world. You have faced the beasts of the wild and the demons of the depths. You have built fortunes and explored forgotten ruins. Now, adventurer, you face the ultimate challenge, your fellow player. Player versus player combat is the heart of Albion, a brutal, exhilarating dance of skill, strategy, and steel. Do not march into battle with the tools of a tradesman. Your PvE gear is not suited for the cunning of a human foe. For battle, you need specialized equipment. Pay attention to item power, for it is a measure of your strength. Plate armor will make you a bastion, leather a nimble skirmisher, and cloth a devastating glass cannon. Choose wisely. In group combat, every warrior has a role. First is the tank, the unbreakable wall, clad in heavy plate and wielding weapons of control like maces and hammers. Their duty is to charge into the fray, absorb the enemy's fury, and disrupt their formations with powerful crowd control abilities. Next is the healer, the heart of the group. With holy or nature staves, they are the keepers of life, mending wounds and purging poisons. A good healer can turn the tide of any battle. For this reason, they are often the enemy's first target. Protect your healer, and you protect your chances of victory. And finally, there are the damage dealers, or DPS. They are the sword and the arrow, the fire and the frost. Whether with the twin blades of a swordsman, the deadly aim of a bowman, or the dark magic of a warlock, their purpose is singular, to unleash overwhelming force and eliminate the enemy. These roles mean nothing alone. Victory is found in synergy. The tank engages. The DPS focuses their fire on a single target called out by the leader, and the healer sustains them all. Positioning is key. Stay close enough to support each other, but spread out enough to avoid devastating area of effect spells. Knowledge is your sharpest weapon. Before engaging, always inspect your foe. Understanding their gear reveals their strategy. Do they have defensive abilities you must bait out? Are they wearing cloth, making them a vulnerable target? This single action can decide a fight before it even begins. The best warriors are also the best prepared. Your inventory should be a small arsenal of potions for healing, defense, and offense. Food is essential for regeneration, but the most important tool is knowing when to retreat. There is no shame in a tactical withdrawal. A lost gear set is a far greater wound to your pride. Ready to test your mettle? The red and black zones are lawless lands, where combat can erupt at any moment. For more structured fights, seek out the demonic portals of Hellgates for small-scale brawls, or enlist in faction warfare to fight for your city's glory in massive campaigns. In the end, PvP is a contest of will. Gear can be replaced, and silver can be re-earned. But the lessons learned in the crucible of combat are priceless. Every defeat is a teacher, and every victory a testament to your growth. Now go, adventurer, and let your legend be forged in the fires of battle. You have mastered the sword and the staff, but Albion presents another, equally perilous battlefield, the economy. Here, fortunes are won and lost, not with steel, but with silver and shrewdness. Every item, from the mightiest sword to the humblest carrot, is crafted and sold by players like you. To thrive is to understand the flow of coin. Each royal city in Caerleon boasts a marketplace, the heart of local trade. Here you can buy and sell nearly anything. Note that each city has refining and crafting bonuses for specific resources. A sword crafted in Martlock may be cheaper there, but a bow from Limhurst might be of finer quality. A wise merchant knows where to buy and where to sell. In the lawless city of Caerleon lies a unique institution, the black market. It does not sell to players. Instead, it buys gear from them. This equipment is then distributed as loot drops from creatures across the world. For the master crafter, the black market often pays the highest prices for high-quality implements of war. The market offers two paths to purchase: instant gratification or patient profit. A buy-now purchase is quick but costly. The savvy adventurer uses a buy order, stating the price they are willing to pay. This requires patience, as you must wait for a seller to meet your price, but the silver saved is its own reward. Likewise, when selling your hard-earned goods, do not rush. Selling instantly to the highest buy order is fast, but it leaves silver on the table. Create a sell order to set your own price. Observe your competitors, price your wares keenly, and you shall find profit where others find only haste. The true master of markets sees Albion not as a continent, but as a web of opportunities. The price of wood in the forest city of Limhurst will be low, but that same wood will fetch a high price in the mountain stronghold of Fort Sterling. Transporting goods between cities, a practice known as arbitrage, is the path to immense wealth. But this path is fraught with peril. The roads, especially the red and black paths that connect the cities, are prowled by bandits and gankers who see your laden transport ox as a treasure chest on legs. To them, you are not a merchant. You are an opportunity. Travel is the cost of doing business. Do not travel unprepared. A warhorse is fast, but an ox carries more. A transport mammoth is a fortress of cargo, but a tempting target. Invest in gear that aids your escape, a Fort Sterling cape for its shield, or boots with a wanderlust spell for a burst of speed. Better yet, travel with armed guards. A friend's sword is the best insurance. Beyond the grand markets, direct player-to-player trades can yield the best bargains, avoiding the city's tax collectors. Approach a fellow adventurer, open a trade window, and haggle your terms. But be wary. Always double-check the items and the silver amount before accepting. A scoundrel's trickery is faster than the eye. The market is its own form of combat, a duel of wits, patience, and foresight. Your understanding of supply and demand will become as potent as your strongest spell. Go forth, adventurer. Build your fortune, fund your wars, and become not just a warrior, but a master of coin.
Here are the royal cities and their respective item bonuses. Fort Sterling, Mountain, Refining Bonus, plus 40% on wood. Crafting bonuses, hammers, spears, holy staffs, plate helmet, cloth armor. Limhurst, Forest, Refining Bonus, plus 40% on fiber. Crafting bonuses, swords, bows, arcane staffs, leather helmet, leather shoes. Bridgewatch, Step, Refining Bonus, plus 40% on stone. Crafting bonuses, crossbows, daggers, cursed staffs, plate armor, cloth shoes. Martlock, Highland, Refining Bonus, plus 40% on hide. Crafting bonuses, axes, quarterstaffs, frost staffs, plate shoes, offhand items. Thetford, Swamp, Refining Bonus, plus 40% on ore. Crafting bonuses, swords, bows, arcane staffs, leather helmet, leather shoes. Note: Thetford's crafting bonuses seem to be listed alongside Limhurst, but it is known for its ore refining. Important considerations. Local production bonuses. Each royal city provides a plus 40% refining bonus to one specific raw resource, and a plus 15% crafting bonus to a select group of weapon, armor, and helmet types. Island bonuses. Your personal or guild island will have the same local production bonuses as the royal city it is bound to. Daily and focus bonuses. In addition to these base bonuses, 2 items can have an additional plus 10% or plus 20% bonus on any given day, and using focus grants a flat plus 59% bonus when crafting.
You have tested your might in the open wilds, but Albion holds secrets in realms hidden from the world map. These are the instanced domains, pocket dimensions, and secluded zones where special rules apply and unique treasures await. To enter them is to accept a challenge, a trial of skill and courage away from the prying eyes of the masses. The most common are dungeons, their entrances scattered across the land. Some are green, a challenge for a solo adventurer. Others glow blue, beckoning a small group. Once you enter, their gateway seals for a time, granting you a private chase for glory. But beware, for some dungeons are corrupted, and a fellow player may invade your sanctuary. For those who prefer a contest of pure skill, the cities offer the arena. Here, you can join a team and fight in a non-lethal match, a perfect place to test your mettle and new equipment. For a greater PvE challenge, seek the Expedition Master to undertake a hardcore expedition, a trial so demanding it can only be accessed from the safety of a city. The Depths, often called Hellgates, offer a true test of teamwork. These demonic portals lead to a fiery realm where your small group will battle not only powerful demons, but also another team of players who have entered with the same goal: to defeat the final boss and claim the spoils. Victory requires both strength and strategy. Do you prefer the path of a lone wolf? Seek out the corrupted dungeons. These are solo instances where you slay demons to build power. But be warned, your dungeon can be invaded by another player at any moment, forcing you into a one-on-one duel to the death. The victor claims all. For a different kind of solo journey, seek the wisps that lead to the mists. This is an ethereal, ever-changing realm of purple haze and ancient secrets. Here you can hunt magical creatures and gather rare resources, but you are never truly alone. Other adventurers wander these mists, and their intentions are as veiled as the landscape. The roads of Avalon are a far more ancient mystery. This network of crystalline pathways and portals connects the entire world, a shortcut for those brave enough to travel it. The roads are a realm unto themselves, with their own treasures and dangers, best explored with a small, trusted group of allies. Not all great challenges are hidden behind a portal. Across the lands, mighty world bosses awaken. These colossal beings require a large force of adventurers, a true army of players to bring down. The battle is chaotic and public, but the rewards are worthy of a legend. Even within the city walls, daily adventures await. The Expedition Master offers tasks for adventurers of all levels, providing a reliable source of income and fame. You can also enlist in your city's faction, taking part in grand campaigns and defending your territory in battles that, while in the open world, are a special instance of warfare. Dungeons, depths, mists, and roads. Albion offers countless battlefields, each with its own rules and rewards. Whether you seek a solo duel, a group adventure, or a massive war, there is a door waiting for you to open it. Choose your challenge, adventurer, and carve your name into legend. Greetings, adventurer. You have learned of the world's dangers and its hidden realms. Now, let us speak of its lifeblood, silver. It is the coin that arms the warrior, builds the cities, and fuels the fires of industry. Every path in Albion, whether of peace or war, can lead to a full coin purse if you walk it with wisdom. For the solo adventurer, fortune is found in the quiet corners of the world. The green glowing entrances to solo dungeons offer a private challenge against Albion's creatures, with treasure chests as your reward. For greater risk and reward, enter the mists to hunt magical beasts, or brave a corrupted dungeon where you may be forced to defend your spoils from an invading player. If you prefer a more peaceful life, the earth itself can be your bank. Every stone, log, and patch of ore holds value. Gather resources in the safer blue and yellow zones and sell them at market. Or purchase your own island, a private sanctuary where you can plant crops and raise animals, a slow but steady stream of silver, safe from the world's dangers. The resources gathered by some are the foundation of wealth for others. The crafter transforms simple wood and metal into powerful artifacts. Each city provides bonuses for crafting certain items. Use this to your advantage. By using your focus points, you can ensure a profitable return on your materials, turning the fruits of the land into the finest gear in the realm. For those with a keen eye and a sharp mind, the marketplace is the greatest battlefield. The principle is simple: buy low, sell high. Watch the prices, transport goods between cities to exploit their needs, and never underestimate the demand of the black market in Caerleon. A cunning merchant can earn a fortune without ever drawing a sword. While a lone adventurer can prosper, some treasures can only be seized by a coordinated group. Gather your allies and delve into blue or gold-ringed group dungeons, or face the ultimate PvE challenge in the roads of Avalon. The monsters are stronger and the traps more cunning, but the chests are far, far heavier with silver. Do you live for the thrill of combat against your fellow man? Then your path to riches is paved with the loot of your fallen foes. Hunt in the red and black zones, where victory means claiming your opponent's entire inventory. You can also earn handsome rewards by fighting for your city's faction, or by proving your team's dominance in the fiery depths of a Hellgate. There is one trick that benefits every fortune seeker, from the humble farmer to the mighty warrior: premium status. This blessing grants you more silver from every monster slain, a chance at extra resources from every swing of your tool, and a daily bounty of focus points to perfect your craft. It is an investment that pays for itself tenfold. A special note for crafters: all the weapons and armor wielded by monsters in dungeons must come from somewhere. That somewhere is the black market of Caerleon. This unique market pays high prices for gear, which it then distributes into treasure chests across the world. Selling your crafted goods here is often the most profitable venture of all. Gathering, crafting, trading, or fighting. Every path in Albion has its own reward. Silver is simply a tool, allowing you to live your life as you see fit. Find the work you enjoy, master its ways, and your coffers will never run empty. Now go forth, adventurer, and claim your fortune. Welcome back, adventurer. You've learned to fill your purse with silver, but wealth is worthless without the strength to protect it. Today we discuss the heart of your power, your gear. The true measure of an item's might is its item power, or IP. A higher IP means a stronger piece of equipment, regardless of its appearance. This number is your true guide to power. Your journey begins with tiers. Gear in Albion is ranked from Tier 1 to Tier 8. Think of this as the foundation of your equipment's potential. A Tier 5 sword will always have a higher base strength and unlock more powerful spell options than a Tier 4 sword. To wield higher tiers, you must first prove your mastery by using the equipment that came before it. But the tier is only the beginning. True power is unlocked through enchantments. An item can be enchanted from point 1 to point 2, point 3, and even the legendary point 4. Each level of enchantment adds the equivalent of a full tier to the item's power. This is how a Tier 5.1 sword can match the might of a Tier 6 blade. Never underestimate an enchanted foe. A warrior is more than just a single strong weapon. A build is the art of combining your helmet, armor, boots, and weapons so their abilities work in harmony. The goal is to create a synergy where the whole is far greater than the sum of its parts. A masterful build can overcome a foe with much higher item power. When you venture into a solo dungeon, your build must be self-reliant. You need a combination of steady damage to defeat monsters and a way to heal yourself when the fighting gets tough. A mercenary jacket, which heals you as you attack, paired with an axe that can cleave through multiple foes, is a classic and effective combination for a lone warrior. In a group, your role becomes more specialized. The foundation of any strong party is the tank. Clad in heavy plate armor and carrying a shield or a massive mace, the tank's job is to draw the enemy's fury and endure its attacks, protecting the more fragile members of the group. While the tank holds the line, the healer sustains them with restorative magic, and the damage dealers, or DPS, focus on destroying the enemy. A healer with a holy staff can mend the tank's wounds, while a fire mage unleashes devastating spells from a safe distance. Together, these three roles can overcome any challenge. Even a peaceful gatherer needs a proper build. Gathering gear is designed not for fighting, but for escape. Each piece of a skinner's, miner's, or other gathering set comes with abilities that help you flee from danger. These skills can make you faster, invisible, or immune to attack, allowing you to slip away from gankers and protect your precious cargo. Remember that every piece of equipment you wear has multiple spells you can choose from. Before you enter a fight, take a moment to read your abilities. The spell that helps you fight monsters may not be the best one for fighting other players. A wise adventurer always inspects their gear and chooses the right tools for the job. There is no single best build in Albion. There is only the best build for the task you face right now. Do not be afraid to experiment. Try new weapons, mix different armor pieces, and learn from your victories and defeats. The path to mastery is one of constant adaptation. Now go and forge your own legend. You've geared yourself for battle, adventurer, but the sharpest sword is useless without the knowledge of where to swing it. The lands of Albion are vast and varied, marked by colors that speak of safety and peril. Today, we learn to read the map, for understanding the zones is the key to your survival and prosperity. Your journey begins in the blue zones. These are sanctuaries, protected by the Royal Guard. Here, you cannot be attacked by other players. It is a place to learn, to gather your first resources, and to practice your skills in peace. The rewards are modest, but the safety is absolute. When you feel bolder, step into the yellow zones. Here, danger is a choice. Players can flag themselves for combat, marking them as hostile. If an unflagged player is defeated, they are merely knocked down and lose a bit of silver. It is a land of controlled risk, offering better resources for a small taste of peril. The red zones are where the stakes become real. Here, PvP is open to all, and defeat is not a stumble, but a fall. When you are killed in a red zone, you drop everything you are carrying. This is the law of the land, high risk for high reward. The resources here are rich, but so is the danger. To survive in the red zones, you must be cunning. A small number next to your minimap tells you how many flagged hostiles are nearby. A high number means a gank squad may be hunting. Keep your mount close, your escape skills ready, and never carry more than you are willing to lose. Even in lawless lands, actions have consequences. Attacking unflagged players in yellow and red zones will tarnish your reputation. Fall too low, and you will be branded a dreaded criminal. City guards will attack you on sight, and you will be an outcast from the royal cities. Choose your targets wisely. Beyond the royal continent lie the outlands, the black zones. Here, there are no rules, no guards, and no reputation to protect you. Every soul you meet is a potential enemy. It is a land of full loot PvP where only the strongest guilds can claim territory and thrive. Why would anyone venture into such a place? For rewards beyond measure. The Black Zones hold the rarest resources, the most powerful creatures, and the greatest treasures in all of Albion. It is here that legends are forged, and fortunes are made and lost in the blink of an eye. Do not believe you must brave the Black Zones to be a true adventurer. Many find their calling as traders in the blue zones, duelists in the yellow, or opportunistic skirmishers in the red. Albion is a world of many paths. The right one for you is the one that quickens your pulse. Now you understand the meaning of the colors. Blue is for peace, yellow is for practice, red is for risk, and black is for glory. Use this knowledge as your shield and your guide. Weigh the peril against the prize, and step bravely onto the path you choose. Good luck, adventurer. You have learned the lay of the land, adventurer, and the nature of its risks. But to truly leave your mark on Albion, you must learn to fight not just for yourself, but as part of something greater. The most epic battles and richest rewards are not won by lone wolves, but by the coordinated might of a pack. Today we delve into the art of war. Your first taste of coordinated battle may be through a Hellgate. These swirling, fiery portals are gateways to demonic realms, offering a trial by fire. You and your comrades will enter to face down hellish beasts, but be warned, another team of adventurers will enter with you, and only one team can claim the final prize. Inside a Hellgate, teamwork is everything. Whether in teams of 2, 5, or 10, every member has a role. The sturdy tank must protect the others, the dedicated healer must mend their wounds, and the damage dealers must vanquish their foes, both demonic and human. The winners claim all the loot from the losers. The price of failure is total. For a conflict on a truly grand scale, you must experience Zerg versus Zerg, or ZVZ. These are not mere skirmishes, they are wars. Hundreds of players clash on the open fields of the Outlands, entire guilds and alliances moving as one. It is a beautiful, brutal dance of strategy and power. In the chaos of a ZVZ, a single voice must guide the storm. This is the shot caller, the commander who directs the army's every move. They decide when to engage, where to focus fire, and when to retreat. Listening to your shot caller is paramount. A disciplined army that moves as one will always triumph over a disorganized mob. And what do these great armies fight for? They fight for a home in the unforgiving Outlands. They fight for territory. Guilds can conquer and control sections of the Black Zones, erecting watchtowers and building hideouts, creating a safe haven for their members in the most dangerous place on Earth. A territory is never truly safe. Ownership is decided by battle. During set times, a defending guild must fend off all attackers who would seek to claim their land. This leads to massive, scheduled ZVZ battles, where siege engines are brought forth to tear down walls and armies clash to determine ownership. The rewards for holding territory are immense. Your guild will earn passive income, gain access to enchanted resources, and build a reputation of power that echoes across Albion. A territory is more than a plot of land. It is a symbol of your guild's strength and a source of its wealth. Do not be intimidated by the scale of these conflicts, adventurer. Every great army needs new soldiers. Seek out a guild that shares your ambitions. Whether you wish to test your mettle in Hellgates or march in a grand army, there is a banner waiting for you to stand beneath it. The struggle for power in Albion is eternal. Banners will fall, and new ones will rise. This constant conflict is the lifeblood of the Outlands. So find your allies, choose your banner, and fight for your place in this world. Your legend awaits its first chapter in the annals of war. We have reached the end of our journey together, adventurer. From your first stone, gathered to your first war waged, you have learned the mechanics of this world. But the final lesson, the most crucial of all, is not of silver, fame, or power. It is about the heart you carry within you and the path you choose to walk. You will know defeat. Your finest armor will be shattered, your most prized weapon taken. In these moments, it is easy to despair. But remember this, gear is a tool, not your soul. Like a tree sheds its leaves in winter, you must sometimes let go of the old to allow for new growth. Each loss is a lesson, and your true strength is the knowledge you gain. Do not let loss curdle into bitterness. The deadliest poison in Albion is not found on a blade, but in a toxic spirit. Anger and insults will win you nothing of value. Never give up on your goals, but more importantly, never give in to the darkness that would have you tear others down. A helping hand will always build more than a clenched fist. Be wise with your trust, for not all who smile mean you well. Albion is a world of freedom, and some will use that freedom to deceive. Listen to your instincts. A deal that seems too good to be true often is. Guard your trust as you would your most valuable treasure, and bestow it only upon those who have earned it. Yet a life without trust is a lonely one. The greatest treasures you will find in this world are not silver or artifacts, but true companions. A victory shared is twice as sweet, and a burden shared is half as heavy. Seek out those who lift your spirits, who laugh with you in triumph, and stand by you in defeat. This is why a good guild is so important. It is more than an army. It is a family. It is a sanctuary where you can ask questions without fear, find aid for your adventures, and forge bonds that last. The right guild will be the bedrock upon which you build your legacy in Albion. For those who seek such a home, I have created one. We are a casual guild, a place for new players and veterans alike who wish to enjoy the world without the pressures of war. We are called Funones, and our goal is simple. Our only law is to have honorable fun. We demand no taxes, no mandatory participation in battles. We ask only that you be kind, be helpful, and remember that the goal is to enjoy your time in this world. We do not seek to conquer, only to experience all that Albion has to offer, together. Funones is a nest from which we hope you will one day fly. It is a place to learn, to grow, and to find your footing. When your ambition grows, and you hear the call to greater conflicts, we will proudly send you on your way to join the ranks of Albion's mightiest guilds. My guide is at its end, but your story is just beginning. Take these lessons to heart, find your friends, and forge your own legend in the annals of Albion. Go now, adventurer, and above all else, have fun. I will see you in the next adventure.
Our guild is spelled Funones, but it is pronounced Fun Ones. LOL. I hope you enjoyed this video and guide. I worked hard on it just for you. A versus few technical difficulties, but hey, good things come with challenges. Ha ha ha. So I will see you in game perhaps. Be merry and fun. Long live Albion Online. P.S. I combed my beard just for this video. Ha ha ha.